everybody has that short, quick, I'm out. You making fun of me? Everybody has, what was the name? Vince Young.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has Vince Young syndrome now. You remember that when the Titan fans got on Vince Young and he was like, they're booing me. It seems like most of the people in the league now have that mantra. They're booing me. I don't want to play for them anymore. And then you got Drake, who probably any of us can beat basketball running your mouth at people on the sidelines during this game, but he ain't brave enough to go anywhere else except Toronto.
Yeah, he know better not to go over there.
He's a sissy. Get out of here. That's why I don't listen to your music.
What you think about the owner and Kyle Lowry?
Oh God, what an idiot! Just don't touch people when they die. If he would have literally dove into you and you would have pushed him off, okay, because he dove into you. He didn't even dive into you. He dove 3 people down from you, and you were like, "Get out of here!" Thank God he didn't say the N-word.
Yeah, thank goodness.
If he would have said the N-word, Katie bar the door, it would have been insane.
Media frenzy.
But him pushing him and then them telling him that he needs to sell his shares and everything like that. Come on, man. We've seen 1,000 times worse than that stuff happen before.
Yeah,
we've seen 1,000 times worse happen to that before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say
you didn't kick Meta World Peace and all of them out of the league for jumping into the crowd, did you? Then why should you make a guy for barely pushing the dude sell his stock off in a team that's an owner?
I think they mad at the point.
If you're not going to ban a player for the rest of his life for doing what those guys did, you can't ban him. That you can ban him a year, but you can't make him sell his stocks off and stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to give him a pretty penny for him. But I just find all this stuff just weird. I thought it was a little much for them to ban him for a year.
Yeah, I think they get him from
the $500,000, okay, because he can afford it. But the banning him for a year, I think that was a little over. That was a little overdone.
Yeah, he's worth $2.3 billion, so he's not hurting.
Yeah, I'd have cut that check right then.
But I guess from the fan perspective, if a fan were to do that, they would have been, suspended indefinitely. So this guy's a part-time owner. He should have known better. I mean, I'm pretty sure Booze was involved. He was probably intoxicated.
Oh, he was hammered.
So,
he got him off for free too. He was hammered.
Yeah, exactly. So, but
if he was on top of him and he pushed him off of him, okay. But like I said, dude, he was 3 dudes down from you, and you felt like you had to push him. And don't do that. Just keep your hands to your dang self. Hey, like the guy he fell on gave him a pat on the back. Like, hey, go on.
Yeah. Be
like, go away, Cal.
Drake is over there giving shoulder massages to his coach and
I know. Kick his ass out. He's been pushing people all night. He's pushing a lot of fucking buttons, I can tell you that much. He is
he's a troll, man.
I don't know who was worse. Spike Lee back in the day or Drake? I think I'm gonna have to give the nod to Spike.
Yeah, I'm going with Spike. Just because
he frustrated the shit out of Reggie Miller.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He threw Reggie Miller off his game a couple of games. Hey, I'm gonna have to give it to Spike because I don't think Drake has threw nobody off his game. I just think he's annoyance.
That's all. He's just being annoying.
And I think Drake is a fan of convenience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Spike's always been a Knicks fan. Spike, you ain't ever seen Spike Lee wear anybody else's stuff except Knicks. I've seen Drake in every single person's outfit.
He's got
like Drake has wore everybody.
He's got tattoos with KD number and step number on his arm. That's where he wore head.
Exactly, man. You're a fan of convenience.
He is the
I don't call you bandwagon jumper fan. I'm calling you a fan of convenience.
Yeah.
Because when it was convenient for you to be a Toronto fan, you were a Toronto fan.
Yeah. I know he's the ambassador of the team, and he's got the practice facility named after him, so he does a lot for him. But, yeah, you're right. It's like...
he's a fan of... And he just did that like a few years ago.
So why?
Not from the get-go.
Yeah, not from the
just
get-go.
A few years ago, 2 years ago, they did all this shit.
Yeah.
Spike could have the goddamn court named after him. He's been there so long.
He's still a struggling Knicks fan, man.
No, I think everybody, all of them are struggling Knicks fans.
Yeah, they're going to be taking some L's here soon, especially in free agency.
But he don't. Oh, yeah, they're about to take some L's in free agency. Yeah. And I can't wait again. When people going to go to Brooklyn more than they want to go to the Knicks. That's going to tell you something.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, that's why I say Spike Lee is definitely cachet, trash talker. You know,
but I loved watching him, though. He was amazing watching him.
Hey, when you made him shut up, he shut up. But for the most part, he kept going.
Yeah, Reggie Miller made him shut up a bunch, too.
Oh, yeah.
Mike made him shut up a bunch. Mike made a lot of fans shut up, though.
All right, so you got Game 5 tonight. Back in Toronto. What's your expectation of this game with Kevin Durant returning?
It's sketchy because if he can play at 80%, 80% Kevin Durant is better than most people's 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So if he comes back and it doesn't look like he's lagging on his leg and everything like that, and they can get him some solid minutes, and he knocks down a few of his shots to start off the game, I think the Warriors win. But, and I mean a big but, if they don't turn it around defensively, they're going to be in trouble. Because I don't care what they do on offense. If you can't stop people rolling to the basket on simple rolls, not even hard rolls, they're just simply rolling to the basket. They're walking and getting open layups. If you can't stop that, I don't give a damn how many points you score. The Raptors are going to run you. And they're going to run you right into the floor. And the Raptors are going to come out tonight. They're going to want to push the pace because they're going to test Clay's hamstring, and they're going to test Durant's calf. So they're going to come out and try to run. So the Warriors have to stay the tide, and they have to – this is the game where they have to have the kick in the nuts run. They did it in game 2. Mm-hmm. This is definitely the game that they've got to have the kick in the nuts run.
Especially on the road, too.
Yes, they have to have it. They have to have it to shut them up because Jurassic Park is going to want the title, and they want it tonight. It's just, does Toronto come out with the game, this is our game 7 feel? Or do they come out with, hey, we got 2 more games after this. This is where Durant's coming back, so they're going to be playing emotional. We're at home, it's going to be real emotional. Does Toronto come out lackadaisical, or do they come out with the killer instinct like this is their game 7? Mm-hmm. Because they need to come out like this is their game 7. If they're going to finish them, they need to finish them tonight. Tonight is their perfect opportunity to finish them. And if they don't finish them tonight, it's going to be scary for the next 2 games. And we know the NBA loves game 7s, so Golden State's going to win tonight. Because if the NBA knows they can get a couple more games out of it, they're going to try their damnedest. But I actually think Golden State will come out and win tonight. I think Durant will play just well enough to help them get over that hump. Because all they need is that extra 10 more points.
Kevin Durant present. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, if they get that extra 10 or 15 points, plus a major thing with Durant is his defense, where he's underrated at that department, but that his length and his size completely turns it around.
I'm in a boat of where Kevin Durant presence helped them big time, and honestly, with the Cavs, I would put him on Siakam first, let him try to go on him with his length and stuff like that. Even you have Kevin Durant as a decoy, spread the floor a little bit, get some spacing. It does wonders for Golden State offense here. So this is where me and Kevin even said before this series even started. This is a series that you need Kevin Durant in, just because they got Kawhi Leonard, and because when you play the ISO ball against this type of defense, you're going to need that player to go get you buckets. Not saying that those two other guys can get you buckets and Thompson and Curry, but we already know what we've seen for years from Kevin Durant. He's just a bucket getter.
You won't see that boxing one with Kevin Durant out there either.
No, you won't.
That completely takes that right off the table.
I dare you.
If he's out there, they're not going to go switching to that boxing one on step. They can't do it.
I dare you.
So that completely takes that off the table.
I dare Nick Nurse.
So now you're going to be playing your regular game, and you're not going to have to worry about them doing that madness. Make your shots.
I dare Nick Nurse to do that. That'd be like open gym for Kevin Durant.
Oh, God, he would kill him. Even a guy on a hurt calf can make jumpers that are wide-ass open.
Right. So
unless your arms are too big like Iggy's.
So
you make one of four.
Get credit to Fred VanVleet. You know, I know he got knocked around a little bit, got bloody eye.
Got knocked around? He took a freaking elbow straight to the face.
Yeah. Surprised he's still going to be able to play this game. I might have thought he might enter concussion protocol. I'm
amazed he didn't, but he somehow got away with just having a tooth laying on the floor.
Yeah.
And an eyeball looking like he just got in a boxing match with Brock Lesnar.
I also think that this is about the synergy between who probably can have a bigger effect game between Marc Gasol and whatever synergy they play for Golden State.
I'm telling you, Looney needs to start. If Looney can play, Looney needs to start the game. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Looney needs to start, and Boogie needs to come off the bench. And they need Iguodala to come back off the bench, too, because they need those presence off the bench because their depth has been suspect. And these last few games have shown that their depth is not there. When you're having your guys that you usually rely on for depth starting, if them starters come back, you need to just bring them off the bench. Bring out Boogie off the bench, bring Iguodala off the bench, let Looney start like he's been doing, and then just go at him. Yeah. I know you let that one big game from Boogie go, hey, we're going to put him in the starting lineup. Hey, don't fall for it. Bring him off the bench from now on.
Yeah.
Limit his minutes. If you need him for the stretch run, then use him in the stretch run if he's playing well. If not, keep Looney in the ball game. If at one point you want to go big on him because we've seen Toronto go big and big, put both of them in the game.
Yeah.
You have to do something to counteract what Toronto is doing well. Toronto has been pounding the offensive boards, and Toronto has been making shots, and their bigs have been playing well. You need to get guys out there that can contradict that. Looney can guard Gasol better than Cousins can, because Looney can get out there to the 3-point line where Gasol has been making his shots, and he can get out there and guard him. So you have to. Steve Kerr has to do a better job with his rotations that he's been doing, and now that he's got everybody back, he should be able to.
Yeah,
because that's where Toronto's coach has been killing them. He's been able to rotate guys easier, been able to go into defenses because he hasn't had to worry about those guys. He hasn't had to worry about Golden State at full strength. So he's able to outcoach Steve Kerr because he's got more guns he can go to. He's got more bullets in the chamber than Steve Kerr had.
Yep.
And he can go at him because Steve Kerr didn't have nothing to. He had nothing to fight back against the boxing 1-1 game because they were going right after Steph. He didn't even have Clay to put back in the game. So he's made the right moves at the right time. It's just now with Steve Kerr having all of his bullets in his chamber, he needs to counteract those moves.
Oh yeah, and I mean I know I don't feel anything for Golden State because they had got here on some of their teams with injuries and stuff too, who they played against, but I don't know if this is the karma of Kawhi where he got his ankle messed up against Zaza, or is this just whatnot? But anyways, Well,
I don't feel sorry for him at all.
But this is
I don't feel sorry for him at all because the injuries are part of the game.
Yeah.
It's just now you're at full blast. Now we have no excuses.
But
if y'all are who you say you are, go out and win these next 3 games.
Yep. Also,
and you'll cement yourself. If they go out and win these next 3 games, they cement themselves as one of the best basketball teams in this decade, and they cement their dynasty if they can pull this off.
Oh, yeah. They got the firepower to do it.
Oh yeah, they do. This is one of those things where they say you're down 3-1 and you're like, okay, this team can do it. Yeah. If that crap Cavs team could do it, this team could do it.